Hello, everybody. My name is Dave Joachim. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for Royal Consumer Information Products. Going to go through a little bit, if it's all right, about who Royal is, our relationship with HP, and all the different things that we do, so you can get a little better idea of who we are, and we'll open up plenty of time for questions. Royal is the original Royal Typewriter Company. It's over 100 years old. It is a culmination of a merger over the years with companies such as Adler Royal, Olivetti, Hermes. Those were the big companies. Myself, I started with Olivetti in 1987. And over the years, the company has changed from a dealer network of thousands of dealer salespeople to a direct company. Back then, it was selling typewriters, word processors. Royal or Olivetti was making the PCs for AT&T. And as the market changed from the typewriters and word processors to PCs, Olivetti and Adler Royal basically pivoted to more of a consumer product to sell in the United States. This is just some of the ads that we've done over the years, the original manual typewriter. If anyone is in New Jersey, we have a whole showcase of all these older typewriters, which is actually, quite interesting. We are truly a marketing company. Okay, we do not own any factories. We basically source product from a number of different factories around the world. We market them, we do packaging, we do product design, and then we sell into our territory. Our team in New Jersey sells obviously United States, Canada, Mexico. We have offices there all through Latin America. We are a brand of Royal. Over the years, we gave up the Olivetti, the Hermes, the Adler Royal brand, and we really focused on the Royal brand. Some of the pillars of what we call our business is basically the shredders and the cash registers are really our pillar. We sell to basically every single storefront, every .com that is in the market right now. And we're constantly pivoting because of COVID that the retailers are now really getting the majority of the business from the .coms. So we, along with them, are pivoting. These are, again, some of the categories. We have shredders, which we are the number one supplier in the United States on paper shredders. We are number one in cash registers in the United States. We are the number one water cooler company in Mexico and Latin America. And then we have laminators, time clocks, the HP calculators, the Royal calculators. We're just introducing some work gloves. We do a line of fire bags, some arts and craft printers, and believe it or not, we still sell quite a bit of typewriters, and then pencil sharpeners, staplers, and then we have a line of automotive products. So at this point, I was going to stop for a moment and talk about HP and how we got involved. Prior to COVID, HP came to us and said, we are looking to do some licenses on different products. We were working with another company on shredders, and it just isn't working out. Would you be interested? So after evaluation and speaking to the major retailers in the United States, we signed on. And the license was for paper shredders, pencil laminators, laminator supplies, and binders. We developed a complete line, and with HP, as we call it, it's not a slap and go. We design product, they source what components we must use, from power cords to power supplies. All the packaging and every part of the product has to go through a complete testing. We test they have a testing lab in Singapore, they have a testing lab in Taiwan and in San Diego. And that's how it all started. We've had quite a bit of success with the shredders and the laminators. They're really basically sold on Amazon. We're at BJ's every day, and a lot of the big retailers, either in the store or on the .com, sell the HP brand products. In about 2019, HP came to us and said, "Look, we have calculators. We're doing nothing with it. It is it's a small little nothing business to us. Would you guys be interested in taking over the complete project of moving this along? We have a partner in Europe, Moravia. You guys are doing a great job with the shredders." So we evaluated, and it was just in the beginning of the COVID period. And it would be for Canada, United States, and Mexico, South America and Latin America. So as a company, we decided to move forward with it. To our surprise, we kind of got a little bit of a sick baby, okay, in the sense that some of the products had some issues, end of life. We hit COVID, which we very shortly found out. Lead time on chips were a year. We had not a really, they really didn't really support a network in the United States. So here we were, just jumping into this and trying to figure it out. Some of the biggest surprises we had was the Prime. The Prime was being sold everywhere at a certain price point. When we brought it in, our distributor price was the same as the retail price, because HP never increased the price after the Trump 25% tariffs on Chinese-made products. So we slowly worked our way through some of this. Some of the products had the end-of-life chips, which was surprising to us. So we're basically kind of working our way through that. So I'm going to just jump back a little bit. Again, spending some time on some of our products. If anyone has an immediate question, just kind of jump in. Typewriters is a basic product for Royal. We are the only manufacturer through our partner in China making manual typewriters and electronic typewriters. We still sell electronic typewriters. If you go on staples.com, if you go into certain Staples, you'll see the electronic typewriter. The manual is an offshoot, if you ever remember the Valentine, which is a red manual typewriter that Olivetti sold years ago. We have a line of classics, which are in the mint, black, purple, red, blue, you name the color, that is really sold all over on the internet. It's still a very good business. We do scratch our head saying who's buying those, but we know many of the police departments and educational departments that have multi-level forms still use the typewriters. And the manual typewriters are people that need to be like the idea of hearing that clicking and be inspired by poetry or writing. Again, shredders are a huge business for us. We are exclusive. If you go up to Costco, you'll see a Royal shredder. That is us. We're exclusive basically at BJ's. We're basically private labeling a lot of the private brands that you see that are made by us. So it's a good business for us. It is always, it's a household appliance now. We all have it, a shredder, and we are on QVC, HSN. We are one of the first to come up with what's called the auto sheet feed shredder, which is basically you take 80 sheets, drop it in a bin, press a button, it sucks it in. This is all marketing. All our engineering and all our designing is done in Asia. We do have a U.S. company that does packaging for us. We do time clocks, punching in, punching out. This is the one product that's basically assembled in Chicago. The rest of the other products are not. We have jump starters and air compressors, again, water coolers. And again, here we are all about the calculators and the cash registers, which we're the number one position, but it was basically Sharp and Casio that left the United States business. So we are basically at Staples and Depot and most of the larger restaurant supply companies. Again, we do have this is brand new. It's a little handheld printer that is for hobbyists and laminators. We make the laminators for Amazon Basics. We make a few private label models. It is still a very good business for us and is very consistent with our quality. New for us is a fire bag that you can put your valuables into a envelope and that it would be safe up to 1200 degrees. That's now at every Staples and at a lot of the .coms. Royal is basically at 26% of the market share of paper shredders. This is a picture of our auto sheet shredder that you would see on QVC HSN or at BJ's. And again, it's unique and has lots and lots of patents that you can put paper in, press a button, and away you go. Again, our core business is that we're a marketing company. There's been a lot of discussions about the next generation of HP calculators. We really do rely a lot on Moravia. Moravia, who has been in the business with HP for many years, works with our factories, developing new products, and we are committed to piggybacking what they bring in so that we can support. The U.S. market, though, is extremely difficult. We haven't had a huge amount of success here yet. The supplier that HP used for many years basically also kind of dropped the ball. Then when we picked it up, we were facing these huge delays because of the chip shortage. So places like Staples that used to have the HP product on the hook, these people they just put something else there. They don't understand that, there is a market for this. And we are now moving to a new company that is going to be working with us on Amazon. We have a new distributor that is working with all the college bookstores, and then also with the retailers. Getting these type of products on the hook at retail is extremely difficult. In my 37 years, the buyer's attitude is much different. It used to be like they would look at a product and say, yeah, there's a need for this, and let's put it on the hook. Now it's basically, what is your sales per square inch of my planogram, my display? And this is a tough business in terms of calculators. It is shrinking to a little bit, besides back to school. And so we are trying to find niches in the United States. Brazil, which is the biggest market, is actually doing very well for us. Just last month, we shipped 60,000 12Cs down to Brazil. So there is still a market, and they're still doing very well for it. Additionally, we picked up, like it or not, our technical support, which that does some of the mechanics of returns, defectives. They basically do not have the technical ability to give technical advice or software advice. In fact, most of the time they really tell customers to turn to the community for information. This is basically, I am based in New Jersey. That's where our headquarters are. We have an office in Mexico City and in Toronto. Our factories are China, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia. HP calculators are produced in China and in Indonesia. Philippines, excuse me, I didn't put the Philippines up there. Philippines we love because there's no tariffs. Anything coming from China, we get an immediate 25% charge over our FOB, our cost, which really has made the product jump up in price over the years. which has not been very well liked. So what we basically have is the China factories basically supporting the Latin America and the Canada business, where the Philippines is basically working, supplying most of here. Royal has warehouses in Eastern Pennsylvania, Chicago, Illinois, Ontario, California, and Mexico City. All our .com business comes out of Eastern Pennsylvania. That is our owned warehouse. Again, we are really throughout the world. We've been doing this for many years. We have quality people on the line. We're constantly auditing the factories to make sure that there's no children on the line, that there's quality management, quality control, that we get a consistent quality throughout. And we have a whole host of approvals that we go through on all of our products, from UL to ETL to even CE for Europe. We basically work with all the different certificates and approval people. And we do, again, once all the different drop tests we do, all the different types of approvals. You might want to write this down. Our website is hpofficesupply.com. From now into the end of the year, Royal is offering a 15% discount on any product on the website to you and your family. There'll be a discount code placed, and it's HHC15. Okay. Some updates. I know we brought in a very limited amount of 15Cs. We decided as a company that we didn't want it to be footballed around every Amazon buyer, every retailer. So we brought in a certain amount. To our surprise, we sold out very quickly. We will have more next week. They are being flown in this weekend. So they'll be loaded in our system by the end of the week. So we're bringing in, smaller quantities just to be sure. And we don't really want to flood the market, which is really good for everybody who's buying 15Cs for the investment of it. So just to let you know, they will be more. Okay, and that is a little update about Royal and about us, and I'm open to questions.
My question is, you mentioned retail distribution of all kinds and shapes. Will the machines coming be in these retail, or is it strictly going to be web? And you mentioned one Amazon distributor.
We would love it to be in every retailer in the United States, and we have tried. Okay. The first stop was Staples and Office Depot. It's a double-edged sword. The problem is with the 1-year lead time on the chips, we haven't had a constant flow of product. So we get Moravia has been in the HP business for many years, so they had an inventory. For us, we started with zero. So, and we started with COVID. Okay. So here we were forecasting a year out to get products. So what ended up happening is if anyone had it on the hook, they dropped it because nobody had product. So we are now hoping that the chip issue is getting better because the factories are moving to different chips, not just, exclusive chips. But our hope is, and we will try to get it back on at Office Depot, Staples, Walmart, Target. Those are our customers. It's just very challenging to get a calculator right now on the hook, throughout the year.
Okay, one more.
Richard Nelson, I just noticed the website a few days ago, and I didn't really study it, but in terms of the website that shows all of the calculator models, how quickly can you turn around changes, and who has the ultimate responsibility for that website?
Good question. We can turn it around probably, and Gene could probably confirm that, within minutes. We basically control it in our office in New Jersey. We work with a consultant in Spain who actually developed it, but we have total control For instance, the code I just gave you, it was created and implemented in 5 minutes. So if you see anything that anybody, Gene has my email address, just simply send me an email saying, hey, David, I noticed that this is not correct. Can you make that change? And we'll make the change. You know the product better than I do. So you just send an email. Gene has my email. It's and Bob has it, djoachim@royal.com. Say, David, I see this, and I'll send it to our person in our office, and generally within an hour, changes are made.
Sounds great, and our group will spend some time looking it over.
Yeah.
Unlike often when you make an offer like that, you will get emails from this group.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, as long as it's creative and it's making the website better. I mean, we created that website from the beginning, so we know we have a ways to go. And Gene has been fabulous by giving us some really good suggestions and comments, saying it's not this, it's that. And as we add new products, they will be loaded into the system also.
I have one question about the product development. You had said broadly Moravia is doing the development, but we've seen the Android and I believe the iOS products come out under the Royal name. Is Royal the developer? Do you have contract programmers? What is that aspect of that?
Royal's just a distributor. Okay, I mean, really, very honestly, we just take what is existing, the factory is offering through their engineering, and with Moravia, and then we take it. If on the Royal side, we rely quite honestly on our Chinese factories and technology that's out there, and we just piggyback that, and we call it Royalize it for our market.
Well, I was specifically talking about the software, HP12C, HP15C, the Android programs. They're published under the Royal brand or name as the author. Just didn't know, is that just a market thing?
Yeah, we have a group in Chicago who they basically do is support us software, app sales for the HP line and for Royal cash registers, which is the same thing. You can download software. So again, if anyone sees anything, I would just forward it, to our people in Chicago who support the app sale, which is becoming a bigger part of our business every month because, our phones have basically, like it or not, have eliminated so many different products. And more of the younger people prefer to download the 12C software to their phone than to buy a unit.
Okay, great. Anyone else questions? David, thank you for your time, especially on a weekend. Thank you for your candor, and I predict you'll be getting some emails. If it becomes a flood, let us know. We'll try to throttle them better.
Yeah, I'm leaving on Monday for 10 days to Hong Kong to visit factories. So there might be a delay getting back to you, but I'll confirm I received them and forwarded it. And again, help yourself you can pass out that code. It's a nice code for the holidays. If you need a paper shredder or one of the products, they are all on the HP website.
Great. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Take care now.